It's time. I came to get mine. Running through the hood with my
Hey,
hand
buddy.
on the 9. Why do the pigs come? Do you ask them? Pack the line so I can get my blast on. Oh snap, I'm empty, but I got a date for the high beam. Don't even tempt me. Running the program. Johnny Field on the reel with my subscribers, and we're cracking the deal. Don't come my way, cause it only takes 1 minute to reach for the AK and plow. What you gonna do now? Nowhere to run when I come through your town, howling, prowling. Give it up.
This guy has 25,000 subscribers somehow.
Punk, you might want to throw the towel in. It's like doing the real thing, but I ain't nothing but the real thing.
This gentleman is John Filax. He's a First Amendment auditor from Florida. And I guess he likes to start his videos with a little bit of rap.
Give me a taser up in the place and a black 9 by the waistline. Never know when someone attack you. Let them know I got mine. Come on, I'm gonna blast you. With the big G, Johnny F, the attacker. With the subscribers in the corner, he's the master. You can't come for the juice with the loot, with the hoop, cause I'm freestyling now with the shoot. Clack, clack, bang, bang, but it ain't no... Okay, all right. Chill out, everybody. Sheesh. This isn't the video I was gonna do. I sit around, I watch, which video should I cover? And then I'm like, I'll just do a reaction video because I gotta find, it was like a workout to do that, half of a rap song. Please subscribe to me on Rumble. Brandon Mitchell, what's up, Big Pimp? Steve ABQ, Pucker Buttface, love saying that. What's going on?
He wants you to subscribe on Rumble so he can cuss more because YouTube doesn't let him cuss much. But if you were to subscribe on Rumble and see his show on Tuesday nights, I think he does it with somebody, you'll see a lot of cussing that I guess is more entertaining.
Chris, how you doing, Big Pimp? KJV Saint for Life. George Daly, what's up? Please subscribe to me for 99 cents. Give it to me, I'm worth it. Wouldn't have to rely on YouTube. Travis, what's up? Steve, what's up? Donna, Gorilla, what?
Interestingly, I searched on YouTube to see how much money 25,000 subscribers makes from YouTube, and it's about $100,000.
Up, Gary Pixley, what up? Call me weird, bro. Call me weird, bro. I take that as a compliment. Call me weird, bro. Damn, boy. Damn, Papa Load. Papa Load. You guys are crafty with your usernames. I gotta tell you, Memphis Life. I was wondering what happened to the Beastie Boys. Me and Kid Sensation at home away from home in the jet black limo with the cellular phone. That's not the Beastie Boys, but I don't care. If anyone knows who that is, I'll be so impressed. Pretty normal for a weirdo, thank you. Hoo-doo! What up, Aqualung? Johnny Boy. New Jersey Transparency. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Mr. Jorgensen. What's up, Big Pimp?
We're going to do some Cop Watch critiquing here in just a minute.
Party, let me tell you, has the best stories. Jeremy Paves. All right, guys, let's do some reaction video. I'm sure you guys have seen some of this before.
You're going to find that our rap artist here is one hell of a cop hater.
Well, who cares? This is Mr. 5. He does reviews. He pieces them all together. Some you've seen, some you haven't. Subscribe to him if you want. Hi, Joseph. Hi, Jersey Watcher. Tikani Sisa Kala. How do you say congratulations in Greek? And I'm just here to say congratulations. Congratulations in Greek.
In Greek that's Singharitiria.
Singharitiria, Kyrios Christo, που έχεις δύο κανάλια τώρα που σου δίνουν λεφτά. Καλή δουλειά κάνεις και εγώ πρέπει να κάνω το ίδιο με άλλο κανάλι και να βάλω τη δουλειά μπροστά. I just congratulated Chris on getting 2 monetized channels, and I should work harder to work a second channel and quit being so lazy. But you see how much effort I put into one video. Just the openers got me winded. You want a second channel? I need more caffeine. Hola, Doxy. Good. Anyway, this is Mr. 5. Let's just watch some of this. It's an hour long. I'm going to be doing some fast forwarding. Let's roll.
Civilian tried to record the incident from a public sidewalk, but was shoved to the ground by Christopher Wren, a former Fullerton officer and accused of obstruction. Wren, who had previously been fired for misconduct, carried out this action in front of more than 10 officers, none of whom intervened. Despite Christ reporting the incident, the officers ignored the
Is that true that Carmine Marceno, is he the guy who has the 8 military HQ police department here in Florida?
Complaint and offered no support, which was deeply frustrating.
He's all over. Don't put me on the camera. Get out. All right, we're trying.
Some idiot just came and assaulted that guy. Okay. Thanks, Buklowski. Thank you, brother. Frank Pants, what's up? Cleveland in the house. Flow time now. Yes, Lee County Sheriff. Yes, Lee County. Indicted for what? And it couldn't happen to a better person because he's a scumbag. He thinks he's a mafia boss. Bro, you're basically high school dropouts like me who are working as police officers, who are ignorant of the law and what you're supposed to do as far as a cop goes. Preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution against all enemies, foreign and domestic. You now have become the domestic enemies. Because of your training, because of the way you're taught, to everyone's an enemy, and the more people you hem up and ruin their lives, the more you'll get paid and get promoted.
He does a disservice to the law enforcement community with these smears and these defamations. He makes it seem that 100% of police officers are corrupt high school dropouts, and he doesn't understand that there are some very bright, intelligent people on the force, and the vast majority of them do a great job. It's only the very small minority that fall out of line that give everybody else a bad name. But that doesn't matter. Those are facts, and John doesn't really care about facts because he's a cop hater. And when you're a cop hater, you have this fog, if you will, around your brain that keeps you from thinking clearly.
Scumbag. Oh, money laundering and fraud. That's wonderful. Good. Get him out of there.
Trying to find somebody.
He pushed me. What's his problem?
All these cops just witnessed an assault. Where's the good cop?
An asshole.
Oops.
I think some guy is going to give him a hard time. Yeah, this guy. He's an ex-cop.
Idiots, we don't care that you record us back, you moron. You're the one with the mental deficiency and lack of knowledge in your own job and life and upbringing as a man.
I think most of this is projection, actually. I mean, look, he just threw those epitaphs at this guy who hasn't even said a word. All this guy is doing is filming him back. It's called a cam back. And it's perfectly legal, just like the film that the cameraman is doing right now. But John spews all of that vitriol at him, and he doesn't know this guy from Adam. So you can only assume that John is projecting.
You're the one that wanted to get violent for someone exercising their rights. They just come make complete imbeciles of themselves. You don't want to be recorded, dude. Just do your thing. and no one will even notice you're there. You make a complete spectacle and fool of yourself. Yeah, these are all reruns for the most part.
Get down, kid.
I don't want to be recorded, but here I am making a fool of myself. Mind you, this dude hasn't said a word other than "don't throw me on the ground." There, that's when you Photoshop it, you make his finger bigger, and it looks like he's blowing someone. That's what you do with that screenshot.
Classy.
You recording telling you to go for yourself?
Yeah, stupid. He is. What's that gonna do? Go F your mom, dude. How about that? What does that mean? You're nobody, dude. All that power and all that stuff is all in your head. Period. Where do you get this attitude? Because why? Because you're what? Because you're who? Because you put on a costume? You're an imbecile, bro. And you look at your
More
face.
projecting.
You look like an imbecile. You're acting like an imbecile. What's he trying to do right here? See, I couldn't hold back. I'd be cussing his mother. What's up, Reluctant Prophet? Yeah, that reminds me, I got to mail you a shirt. Remind me, dude. Send me a text, and I'll leave it unopened. That way, it'll always be there. What's up, Jorge?
She got her stuff from shaking. You don't like the confrontation, she got her.
If you don't like if you don't like being assaulted by a full-grown mental midget, you shouldn't be out here. Everything they say is just as stupid as the actions they committed beforehand. See, I can't stop pausing. What up, Daniel?
You're a freak. That's camera. Did that in the 1990s? The reason I don't like you is because I'm picked up a crime, and what you're doing is you're violating my personal business. I'm trying
No, he's not violating anything except your bruised ego.
to figure out why. Is the story about the police more important than me? Or is that just the way you are?
Is a story about police more important than me? The dude's sitting there making an objective record of something he has every right to do and that you sort of protect. He's going to claim he's not a cop. He might not be a cop, but he used to be a cop, and he's acting just like a stupid pig cop. It's plain as day.
You know that, right?
Puddintain. Come on, bro. A concert for us and just do all your hits? Oh, like a singing concert? Come on.
If you called the police, would you want me showing up with a camera, putting it in your face, and making sure you see everything that's going on? I don't.
No one put a camera in your face. Again, another moronic statement. And yes, I would want an objective record of what's going on with me. Yes, stupid, because objective records are objective for a reason. They don't lie, unlike your scummy butt. Self-censoring for YouTube censorship. Comrades.
I really want my face on camera when I'm a victim of a crime. Do you want I'm talking to you like this?
Because you're an imbecile with a low IQ.
Because you think I'm a cop, but I'm not a cop.
You're acting just like one and you used to be one. Another lie. You're an imbecile. You have the cop RAPIST mentality. We all see it.
I'm the one who called the police on these assholes because they tried to kill me in Garden Grove. So mind your own business.
What the police do is his business, and he hasn't done anything except his constitutional rights. Moron.
Annoying with that. It's my personal business.
My property. Christ, a civilian, tried to record.
The dude's on his own property. So again, they commit a crime against him, assault him in front of all the police. Where's the good cop that's going to arrest this guy? They can't. They won't. They're above us. They're a different class. They're sovereign from the rest of us. Period. Point blank.
Record the incident from a public sidewalk, but was shoved to the ground by Christopher Wren, a former Fullerton officer, and accused of obstruction. Wren, who had previously been fired for misconduct, carried out this action in front of more than 10 officers.
Mellow warblings. That's hilarious.
None of whom intervened. Despite Christ reporting the incident, the officers ignored the complaint and offered no support, which was deeply frustrating.
There's another video.
Look at this cop car.
This is interesting.
I don't know where he's at, but
This guy comes upon a police car. He's a First Amendment auditor. He comes upon a police car that's parked in a handicapped parking zone. It's even in front of the ramp there. So he gives the cop a little bit of hell.
yeah, He's parked in.
Again, cops acting like a sovereign here, parking where.
And then, of course, we're here to focus on John. So look at John's reaction to everything that's going on here and see all the projection that he unleashes on these officers.
You would get a $200 ticket, right? The other day I went to Wally World with my wife, and I was gonna park in the police only parking, but my wife wouldn't let me. She's such a good woman. If everyone was like her, this world would be a better place, and I'm not just saying that.
In a handicap zone. I wonder if they have somebody. Handicap zone. Get something right. Be right back for a minute. Let's go.
He's going to complain. Fast forward a little bit.
Yeah, there's another officer, like unmarked vehicle.
Saw them over there.
Okay, well,
Walk down.
right.
And look
Here
at
she comes.
emails.
All right, I'll have a talk with them.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be rude. I just, I'm just trying to make it right.
Yeah, I totally understand.
Keeping them handicap zone, right? Yeah,
He takes it to these cops.
If I was doing it, you'd think it would, not necessarily.
He's
I'm a bylaw officer. This was a very hard.
Oh my God,
you look at it.
You need to get lost.
Now, this woman
Oh.
comes up and just has a terrible attitude. And, not all cops are like this. And you can tell because the cop he talked to first wasn't like this. But she comes in all kinds of hot. And I must admit, the First Amendment auditor handles her pretty well.
You confront them for being sovereigns and breaking the law. Here comes the sovereign imbecile right here.
I don't need to do nothing.
Get lost.
I don't have to do nothing.
Get lost.
I would back
Leave.
down and calm your attitude down, or
Leave.
get your supervisor.
Leave. Go get my supervisor.
You go get your supervisor. Call him over.
No, I'm
because
not
you're being
calling him.
rude.
Call non-emergency and talk to them.
You're being rude,
Go.
and you'll be on YouTube. I don't have to go anywhere. I'm in public. You're coming up to me being rude. What's your name and badge number?
Not thinking my badge number. You can read my name. Leave.
You want to be the tough one, eh? I don't have to leave. You're work.
How'd that work out for you, imbecile? You came barking, you acted like an imbecile because you were breaking the law. And then when you break the law and someone says it, you say, leave, leave, leave. And you're armed? Who in their right mind would give this woman a firearm? She can't even park lawfully. She can't have...
She just needs some remedial training, in terms of customer service, coming in hot like that. That's all. But she's not the devil and Hitler like John thinks she is.
Conversation. She spazzes out when she's caught doing something wrong, so she has zero accountability. The best thing we should do is give her a gun and put her on the streets to control people.
Work for us, and they don't give no right for her to park there. It kept, there was a handicap. There was a handicap park there that had them park downward because they were coming to the bank.
Can I tell you something? I'm the bylaw enforcement officer here.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah,
It doesn't give you guys no right to.
Says say so. Fat Boy knows the law. You can't park there unless. Man, who wrote this? Unless.
It is kind of funny that the police officers here, in trying to defend themselves for parking in a handicapped parking zone, will use some of the same excuses that citizens will use when they try to give a ticket to the citizen for parking in the handicapped parking zone. They're the exact same excuses.
So Fat Boy know the law. I'm going to read it the way it's written. So Fat Boy know the law. You can't park there unless you have the lights on. Then I would have never stopped to say anything. So he's saying if the emergency light's on, he can stop.
The park in a handicap.
You know what? It's very hard to see. Look at
Oh, it's too hard to see. Oh my God.
There's one excuse.
It's impossible for a cop to take responsibility. There's like 4 videos of it happening on the internet. 4.
that.
Well, maybe we should get city people.
That's a pig snout that he's got that he just did 4 times. Is complete disrespect to the police.
do something about
it. Don't start.
what it says right there on the sign.
Yeah, well, you know what? They got a zillion things on their mind.
I know they do.
Oh, now they have a
Million things on their mind now.
million things on their mind. Except following the law.
Oops.
But I just don't like it when. I true. But I don't like people taking advantage of the older people that have the handicap signs. I do it all the time in Walmart, and I have older people.
Show some respect to who? The lawbreaker? Dude!
Respect me for what I do. So, all right. Well, if you're not going to park there again, please don't. But if you guys are in an emergency, I would like to see lights on. That's all. But if it's parked there, you guys are intriguing people that are handicapped that really need it. Okay? I don't like you being coming up to rude to me, but I'm not rude to you. But you come out of the woodwork rude to me, and you'll be seen on YouTube.
Okay, that's fine.
You will be seen, noticed. And I will put a complaint in about you. You want permission?
She does deserve a complaint for having a non-customer friendly service attitude. I have to give it to you. But these people are human beings. Many of them only get 8 weeks of training. These First Amendment auditors come up on them and expect them to know every page of the law book and every law, and they need to be able to cite every law. No one's going to be able to do that, not with 8 weeks of training. And so they don't give any flexibility whatsoever to the police. They jump on them every opportunity they can get. They are on top of them rhetorically, and really are tearing the police down like John does. And it gets worse as this video goes on. But we need to build the police up. We don't need to tear them down.
That's what we have armed on the streets right there.
MP, and I'm a taxpayer, and I pay your wages. So respect your boss. Respect your boss more. Follow me?
Yeah, I'm actually going that way.
So where are you off to?
That's none of your business.
On February 16th, 2018, in Wynn Valley, Alberta, Canada, Jason bravely spoke out against the misconduct of a police officer.
Get you a coin ring for your husband or wife or whoever.
So John sells coin rings on Etsy. And you'll find that a lot of these auditors, when they build a large subscriber base of, let's say, 25,000 people, they'll start to sell advertising and products themselves. And I did check these rings out. They are pretty nice. They're expensive as hell. They're $100 each. But he's got 2 of them. They're pretty interesting. So check him out on his Etsy page.
Christmas.
Officer had parked in a designated handicap spot without any emergency lights or valid reason, a thoughtless and disrespectful action that took up a parking space needed by those with disabilities. The tyrannical reaction of the officer when criticized drew significant attention.
Who are you? Who are you?
I don't know. Oh, I reckon.
Now, this video is really a good one to display the complete and utter disrespect towards law enforcement. They run up here next to a police station and start videoing right next to police cars and video inside police cars, which their position is completely legal because they're on public property. The police cars are public property. Anything you can see, you can film, as long as you're filming from public property. So you can film inside a police car, and it's the police's responsibility to make everything secure and private. It's not the auditor's responsibility. But the act of going up to the police car freaks police out. And whether it's legal or not, they don't like it one bit. And it's meant as a bait. They're baiting the police into a confrontation. Like it or not, this is exactly what's going on here. They're baiting the cops out, and in so doing, they're wasting precious time and precious resources, and all so that they could pimp their YouTube videos, which is really what's going on here.
This guy, Siberian Tiger. Again, these guys want you to do what they want, not what you're lawfully allowed to do. These are all imbeciles right here. A whole gaggle of imbeciles. And they just at the end, I'll be pausing it anyway.
What are you doing?
You don't know who?
Are you taking close pictures of the inside of the car? You can't do that, okay?
Says who?
Says me.
Who are you?
I don't know.
Well then,
Ooh, I'm someone who thinks I can control other people unlawfully, just like every other cop.
Okay, you
Get lost.
You cannot be taking pictures of the inside of these cars.
watch me.
Good. You cannot be taking pictures of the inside of the cars.
Who are you?
Who are you?
Who are you? You come over here all big tough guy?
Hey, you can't be taking pictures inside.
Says
Yes, he can, stupid. Get him, Tiger, get him.
who?
Says me. It's a police car, okay?
And you, who are you?
I'm a sergeant, okay? I'm a supervisor,
Yeah?
okay? Yeah.
And
And you
Of who? Not me.
can't be here.
and
doing
you can
that.
get lost.
It doesn't work that way, my friend.
It does work that way.
How does that work?
Hey.
What? You gonna get in my face like this?
We'll find something else.
See, again, and if you don't follow their unlawful commands, they get closer and closer to you, and then they're going to try to incite some type of interaction so they can put you in jail. This is a coward right here, and they do it on camera, and they think you're too stupid to know that they're bad people, and that you're the problem if you don't like cops.
John's total cop hatred is coming out big time.
Not the fact that they do all this stuff.
You think you're gonna intimidate me?
I'm intimidating you, man.
Then what's the problem?
I don't know. I'm wondering what the problem is with you.
You came over here all tough guy.
I'm wondering what the problem is with you.
There was no problem. What am I doing?
You can't be taking pictures of the inside.
Says who?
Lie.
Says me.
What law?
I don't know.
Exactly, stupid. You're nobody. You have no authority. You're literally a guy in a costume barking orders that you shouldn't be barking. You sound like an
Demeaning, disrespectful. You're talking to him like he's a dog for the most part. You wouldn't talk to the average man on the street like that. I don't know why you feel it necessary to talk to a police officer like that.
Exactly. So get lost, tough guy.
It doesn't work that way.
Well, how's it gonna work? Why don't you call your bobbies over here? Why don't you call your lieutenant,
No.
other sergeants?
You show me up in front of the precinct.
Yeah.
Taking some pictures of inside of the police car.
So there's no law. You won't say who he is. He's an idiot. His feelings are hurt. Now he's calling for backup. He needs more guys with guns because he didn't do the intimidating enough.
Dumb guy.
I'll take it.
What a dumb guy. Taking pictures of the
Yeah.
inside of the vehicles that are public property. I'm on a public sidewalk taking pictures of everything that is open, visible from my eyes, okay? Which is First Amendment protected activity, and the tough guy shows up here and tells me I can't take pictures.
On the afternoon of February 28, 2024, in Portland, Oregon, First Amendment auditor Siberian Tiger filmed on a public sidewalk near the Portland Police Bureau, capturing the interiors of police vehicles parked on the street. This led to Sergeant Edwards approaching, resulting in a tense interaction that Mr. Tiger fully recorded.
Taking pictures inside of the car
You too? You want to get on my case too about taking pictures?
I'll be on it.
Watson?
Dude.
And you?
Dude.
Words? Edwards?
Yeah,
Something like that.
Okay. What are you doing taking pictures now?
What am I doing?
Sounds to me like this auditor is escalating the situation further. The cops are being rather calm. No, they don't like him taking pictures next to their car, even though it's legal. But they're still remaining calm. They're not throwing him up against a car and roughing him up and putting him in handcuffs. But the auditor is the one who's starting to raise his voice and speak a lot faster, and he's really trying to amp up the entertainment value of his video that he's going to pimp on YouTube later.
None of your business, stupid.
Taking pictures. What's the problem taking pictures?
The inside of the vehicles from the computer.
What
Lie, stupid.
law is that? What am I breaking?
I don't know. That's called private property. You can't.
No, stupid. It's not private property. How can you be this stupid, and why do you have a gun if you're this stupid?
That's private property? Come here.
You can't.
Come here, Sergeant.
You can't take a picture.
Come here, Sergeant. Come here.
Come here. I'm good.
What it says over here?
The outside if you like.
What does it say?
I don't know.
What does it say?
Tell me.
You don't know how to read? Any of you guys know how to read?
What's your goal, sir? What do you need?
Our goal is for you to leave us alone when we're not breaking the law. That's our goal the whole time. Mind your business, get the criminals, and don't bother people who are law-abiding citizens because it hurts.
Well, you don't bother the cops when they're doing their duty with stupid antics like this, like going up to their cop car and sticking your camera in the window and starting, and record everything. Only to bait the cops. Not that you're interested in anything that's in the car. You're simply trying to bait the cop. So what's good for the goose is good for the gander.
Your feelings. Let's see if you can do that.
I was minding my own business. This guy comes over here, gets in my face, and gives me unlawful directives.
So, hey, sir, can you understand why we may?
I don't need
Don't care. Shut up. Obey the law.
to understand anything.
Well, I'm going to explain why he was concerned.
Why?
So we
I'm gonna cop-splain this to you.
be concerned that somebody is targeting our police vehicles or is looking at.
Wah, same old story, blah, blah, blah. You can talk, but you're not gonna order me to do something that's not backed by a law, stupid. Cop-splaining doesn't matter. Cop-splaining is the what you guys did in the previous decades. That stuff's over. Everybody recognizes it now. You sound dumb. We're not stupid anymore. Everyone with two eyes and a little bit of critical thinking ability can see cop after cop, coast to coast, like buttered toast, saying the same stupid stuff over and over. Congrats, Lane Myers, for winning, by the way.
Inside there to see confidential information.
Dude, Lane Myers was pissing me off on that last one. Man, he was going too hard at the judge. Like, chill, bro. I get it. You know your stuff. You're great. You work on the delivery just a little. This much.
On the screen or other things.
Okay.
So
According to Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals precedent, the right to film public officials in public spaces is protected by the First Amendment. Although the police were concerned about revealing sensitive information, the law affirms that there is no reasonable expectation of privacy in public spaces. In the case of State versus Figueroa, 2017, suspicion must be based on specific evidence, not just intuition. In this case, there was no basis to prove Mr. Tiger had committed a crime, so any attempt to stop or arrest him would have been a constitutional violation.
is it reasonable?
Whose
to ask-
responsibility
it is
to protect
reasonable-
confidential
it is-
information?
It is reasonable.
Whose responsibility?
It's reasonable
Great.
to ask.
Is it your responsibility to protect confidential information?
Sir.
Exactly. So next time when a law-abiding citizen inspects his own property, and you're my servant, that's my property. Everything that's on you, my property, except your personal effects. This building, my property. This vehicle, my property. You all, you, every one of you work for me. I tell you.
This is something very common that the First Amendment auditors will say, and it's extremely demeaning and demoralizing and dehumanizing to the police, and that's to say that they work for you and they're subservient to you, and whatever you say goes, and they need to respect you, and you own everything. You own the sidewalk, you own the tree, you own the car, you own whatever. And you would be a lot more effective if you came at the police with a show of respect, and you at least met them in the middle. Maybe you don't look up to them, but you don't look down to them, and hope that they treat you similarly, as opposed to going to them and just heaping all these epitaphs and smears their way, which are completely unfair and unfounded.
What to do? I tell you how to do it. I pay your wages.
Right.
That's right. And you
Let's see.
answer to me. So when you get on my case,
Yeah, how's that working for you? We're about to see, aren't we?
being a law-abiding citizen, quiet. I'm not talking to you. Quiet. When
This guy's.
I'm a law-abiding citizen, and you get in my face,
John and the rest of the First Amendment auditors thinks it's a badge of honor to speak so disrespectfully to other human beings. I think it points you out to be a low-class individual, personally.
start threatening me, and you call your buddies out here, assuming that I'm a criminal because you intend to do something against me, guess what? You're going to get a piece of my action. My freedom of speech.
All of us have a lot of things we need.
Get back to your job. I didn't call you. I didn't call you.
We're here until
Who called you?
We're not here. So
Who called you?
What do you want?
Who called you?
Your
Who called you?
situation, your scene, your level.
Again, trying to blame their victim. RAPIST mentality. We came and ganged up on you because of you not breaking the law. That's victim blaming, RAPIST mentality. 100%.
It wasn't because of you not breaking the law. It was because of you baiting the police out of the police station with your antics. That's what caused the scene.
That's how they're trained. Period. Point blank. They can't deal with it. They have to be in charge, and they're never wrong.
Level of engagement
Yeah.
is going to make the police be here.
You didn't engage anybody, stupid. You engaged him, stupid.
And I do think that's your goal.
Try to say one thing without a lie. His goal is to see if you'll respect his rights. You have failed. You fall for it every time because you're stupid and don't obey the law and don't do your job according to your oath.
The cop is 100% correct right here.
You are a little feelings police, little cowards. That's why you can't do nothing to this guy. He's in the right 1,000% and you're in the wrong.
I literally think what you are doing is trying to create a scene to get police attention.
Ask her. Ask her. I was walking down. I was walking on a sidewalk.
And have this
I was
interaction
walking on a sidewalk very quietly
on a YouTube channel.
That's what you think he wanted to do. Why did you give him all that? Stupid. Why'd you do it then? Stupid. If that's what you think. Now we're here talking about how stupid you are. All you had to do was not bother.
I don't think he's stupid.
That's all you had to do.
Whatever you think.
But whatever your
I
goals
don't care
are,
what you think.
I want you to know very clearly, sir.
That's right.
You are taking up valuable.
Again, blaming the victim. No, stupid. You're wasting the taxpayers' money on a law-abiding citizen, stupid. Say one thing without lying if you can.
Resources that could be helping the city.
Did I call you?
We are focused
Great.
on you.
Here's how you can end this.
So I think that's important.
This is how you can end this.
What do you need?
Go back to your job and mind your own damn business.
Exactly. What you should have done to begin with.
You need to not
Here we go. Unlawful order time.
point your camera inside of police vehicles and record information off of our computers.
According to
Interestingly, the auditor, of course, continues to affirm that he can do this legally, take pictures of inside the cop car. And this guy, this police officer, is saying, don't do that. We're going to leave and you're not going to do that. It's funny that the auditor doesn't do that again. I thought he would do it again and risk getting arrested, but I don't think he wants to be arrested today.
Don't do it.
According to who or what law? Just don't do it. Costume. Look. Costume. Look. All we have to do is show up like this every other time. What is this Russian guy? What? Huh? Shame that a foreigner knows the laws better. A foreigner from Russia, our supposed enemy, knows the American Constitution better than a gang of ignorant pigs.
See what I mean? It's just completely foul. John is a foul cop hater.
Swore an oath to preserve, protect, and defend it. How do your blood not boil? This is disturbing. You caused all of this. And if you're such good cops, they took a portion of downtown from you. So when it really matters and you really need the cops, they're not there. But if you're a law-abiding citizen on the sidewalk, 10 of them show up. School shooting, cops anywhere. They created a thing called Chaz and Chop, where they took over downtown Portland.
He's out of energy again.
There's no way I'm doing an hour of this.
According to whom?
That's it.
According to whom?
Okay.
What law is that? Give me an ORSO that tells me that I am not lawfully allowed to look at anything that my eyes can see on a public sidewalk.
Okay.
What law is that?
We are going to leave, and we understand that you are not.
No, stupid. We don't understand anything. We understand that you're going to leave and mind your own business just like he told you to. He's going to dismiss all of you like the little pigs that you are. Take a walk, little doggy.
Not going to point inside of cameras.
Unless I'm breaking the law, you can take your orders.
You stay on public property. You stay out of a roadway. You understand? You stay out of the roadway.
I'm protesting at this point, so I will stand wherever the hell I want. Get lost. That's how I should have reacted in the first place. You come out here and you harass me, a law-abiding citizen, that's the reaction you're going to get. Servants, get lost. Sick and tired of police officers harassing law-abiding citizens every day.
Who is harassing who? He's chasing this cop down the sidewalk, screaming at him.
Mr. Tiger continued filming, posted the video on
Mr. Tiger. Love you, Mr. Tiger.
YouTube and criticized the police's lack of understanding regarding the right to record. He condemned Sergeant Edwards' authoritarian attitude, emphasizing the crucial role of protecting the right to record in public spaces.
All right, one more. Have you guys seen this Kansas City accountability? I'm going to fast forward this a little bit. He's recording outside a bank. Cops come up, they act cool. And then the 17-year veteran cop, he tells riddles, they're all cool, and all of a sudden this pig asks for ID, and he claims he's the subject matter expert in law out of the two of them, not knowing a damn thing. I covered this on my Rumble channel every Tuesday night at 8. If you want to go watch, cover this whole thing. Anyway, they arrest him for not IDing, take him down to the thing. He still wouldn't ID. The sergeant's like, "What? Why are you in here?" He's like, "They arrested me for not IDing." The sergeant's like, "You don't have to ID." And then the 17-year-old veteran you see here with the felt tip marker haircut, the 17-year veteran had to take him from the jail and bring him back and drop him off there because he arrested him for not IDing. So for 17 years before Casey accountability came along, this pig thought that he can ID anyone for any reason and probably violated the rights of thousands of people. Hashtag donut operator. So let's go to the next story. That's what happened with that one. Let's see what's after that one. Let's see.
When interacting with the police, if your rights are violated, make sure to record the incident and seek legal advice to protect your interests.
Hello there. Hi. Hey, I just called 911. I thought it was kind of unusual that you're taking photographs of now you take photographs of me, I take it. Okay. Why are you taking photographs?
This is a good one. This is a First Amendment auditor that remains calm throughout and sticks to his guns. He fails to ID. Basically, he was asked for his identification by a female cop that comes up. She sticks to her guns, too. He ultimately never gives his ID, but, this is an interesting interaction.
I just called 911. I vaguely remember this. I think it's old, but let's see what happens.
Well, I don't see how that's any of your concern, sir.
It's okay, well, let 911 talk in then.
Okay, well, I'm on a public sidewalk. They're more than happy. Hi, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
Great, thank you.
So Juvenile Hall wanted to know why you're videotaping their building.
Just gathering content for a little story I'm working on.
Okay. Like school something?
Just I have a blog and this, that.
Okay. Do you have ID on you?
I prefer not to identify.
Okay, I'd like to see it. You're required by law to get.
Who cares what you would like? And she's not required by law. Why is every cop a moron?
She is mistaken, but she's not a moron, John. You don't have to demean and demoralize everybody just because you're a cop hater. She needs to be educated in the finer arts of IDing and reasonable, articulable suspicion. That's all. She seems like a perfectly fine human being. Let's continue.
Actually, unless I've been suspected of committing a crime, I'm not required to.
You're filming a government.
From a public sidewalk.
Oh, you're lawfully filming something, so I need your ID. I mean, then they say you're doing something lawful as if you're doing something unlawful. How is it possible that
because it's suspicious? It may be lawful, but it can also be suspicious too. And these guys are checking out the suspicious incident.
They say is backwards because they're trained that way. They don't need retraining. They need proper training in constitutional law. Dude, they are literally there to eradicate homeless people, shift them around, raise revenue through tickets and BS, and protect corporations. The police themselves are a corporation. The reason I know this is because one of my friends tried to sue him for conspiracy. 2 cops conspired against him and got physical in his own house. And the police said he couldn't charge them with conspiracy because they're not separate actors. In other words, those 2 cops, so it's not 2 or more people conspiring together. They're saying those 2 cops are one entity under the corporation that is the sheriff or police department. So they admit they're a corporation because you know if you said to somebody in public, the police are a corporation, they would say you're crazy.
Right, which is perfectly legal.
Right. I have the right to detain you. Okay.
No, again, false. Again, why do you have a gun if you don't know basic law?
And you're required to identify yourself.
Well,
You're not being charged with anything.
I understand that. I understand that, officer, but I do understand California law. Unless you have reasonable suspicion that I've actually committed a crime,
Okay.
filming a government building from a public sidewalk, which is protected by the First Amendment, is not a crime.
No, but I have the right to detain you
No, you don't.
to figure out what's going on. Okay.
Okay.
You're dressed in all BDUs. You got a video camera, 2 video cameras. Okay.
Okay.
Juvenile hall is concealed. Okay. If no crime is committed, then no big deal. Okay. But I do have the right to identify you.
No, you don't.
I'm required to give me your ID.
No, I'm not.
No, she's not.
Unless you have reasonable suspicion that I've actually committed a crime, I'm not required to identify myself. No, I'm not. Okay, up.
Unlawful detainment, Fourth Amendment violation. The cop came and started committing crimes against the citizen. That's the facts of the matter.
What am I being detained for?
For suspicion of why you're dressed and acting all weird in front of your phone.
Suspicion of dressed and acting weird. Why does this person have a gun?
She's checking it out. No big deal.
How? Who said this woman or any cop who doesn't even understand the most basic law they use the most, the ID law, is armed and able to take an American citizen's life? And they take 3 American lives a day and 20 dogs. And that's just the tip of the iceberg of the crimes police commit.
3 lives a day. How many of those are criminals deserving it?
On a second-by-second basis. It's sad.
Suspicion is not a crime.
Right. It's not probable cause. It's reasonable suspicion to detain you to investigate what's going on.
Okay, and I just told you what's going on. Well, officer, at this point, I'd like to speak to a supervisor, so I would ask that you call a sergeant out here.
Absolutely.
How you doing, dude?
Hi, how you doing, sir?
I pause a lot, man. Sorry.
Just gathering content for a little story.
What?
Just gathering content, like B-roll for a little story I'm doing.
Ooh, what's the story on?
It's just for a blog I write. I'd rather not say it this time because it's not published yet. So, just getting some B-roll.
Whatever.
Okay.
Anybody saying why we came out here?
I understand.
Okay. So, do you think it's a little weird that you're out here filming Juvenile Hall?
Okay. Well, I've been on the public sidewalk the whole time. I haven't gone on any restricted areas. Okay.
But we just want to make sure that you're not coming out here trying to snoop around and do something. Because people tend to do reconnaissance,
Yeah.
You want to talk to the sergeant, I take it?
Yeah, because...
Thanks to the guy who gifted 5 memberships. I just remember that scrolling through, man. Thank you so much.
Like the other officer, she asked for an ID. I respectfully declined because, I know what my rights are. Unless there's reasonable suspicion that a crime has actually been committed, I'm not required to identify myself. So the other officer here is suggesting that she has the right to ID me. I'm saying no. So at this point, I think it would be best to have a supervisor come out and we can clarify all this.
That's fine.
Okay.
Make it easy that way.
So just to clarify, I am being legally detained. I'm not free to leave.
As far as I know, you haven't done anything criminal. We just asked you to work.
Okay. Well, the other officer here said that I was being detained. So.
I think it's suspicious that you're out here filming a juvenile hall.
Who cares what you think? Follow the law. And you won't sound so damn ignorant.
Okay.
Yeah, I was detaining you to find out who you are.
Oh, so I am being detained.
I'm detained.
I'm not free to leave then. Okay. All right.
Not accusing you of any crime or anything. I'm just trying to figure out why you're out here.
Okay. And like I said, I understand that. You got to call for service. You have to come out and investigate. I explained to you what I was doing. But, and you've even admitted that I'm not doing anything wrong. There's no crime being committed. Then I really don't understand why I'm being detained then.
Do you want to speak for a sergeant?
It has nothing to do with being detained. Nice try to change the subject. Dude, they will try. All they do is try to assault your intelligence, dude. If anybody falls for this crap, with this many videos, either you are blindly ignorant supporter of police, or you just don't care and you like them no matter what they do, and what they do to people, they must have deserved it because they must have done something wrong. Sounds like you might have the RAPIST mentality.
If I'm being detained, yes.
Sergeant Lara, San Maria Police Department. Today's date is 1/20.
So the second he comes out, he starts acting like an imbecile. What is your problem, dude? Why are you guys so stupid? Why do cameras trigger the police so bad? Is it because they're constantly doing things that they don't want to be recorded because they don't act in a morally or ethical way ever and just lie?
Who are you, John, to be saying what is moral and what is ethical with the way you demean and demoralize and dehumanize the police? I mean, talk about the pot calling the kettle black.
Cops blame and deflect and never take accountability for nothing. This is why pigs like this exist.
2017, the time is 13 hours. Are you getting that?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. I want to stamp too, okay?
Are you stupid? Officer, sound really stupid right now. Why would you start an interaction with someone who pays your paycheck like that? Is it because you're stupid?
Okay, I can help you.
Nothing. I just, your officers made contact with me. I explained to them I'm gathering content for a little story I'm doing.
All right.
And when your officers wanted to see my ID, I told her I'd prefer not to.
We do have the right to ask you for your ID because they...
You can ask, but you can't compel, stupid. Another idiot, stupid cop. Another idiot. We got a call.
They call us here. It is a juvenile hall facility here, so we do have your authority. Okay, so if you're doing a story, yes, we do have that right, sir.
Okay, and I explained to your officer that unless I understand California law, I've been through this before.
Okay.
Unless you have reasonable suspicion that I've actually committed a crime.
Okay, listen to her.
So we have.
Won't even let him finish the sentence because he knows the rest of the thing. They're not following the law. They know it. Again, one guy dismisses 8 cops. Now another guy's here recording 4 cops. School shooting? Where you at, bro? Downtown Portland? They take over.
If you didn't bait the police, they would be free to go fight crime elsewhere. But you're baiting the police and they gather.
Downtown, where you at, tough guys? Man, you guys are good at tackling journalists. You guys are good at putting old women in the hospital, tasing old women, murdering dogs. You guys are amazing at that. Surrounding camera people, false arrests. You guys are number 1. Protecting people. What happened?
Have people that do reconnaissance on base, on our juvenile hall facilities, jail facilities, people that gather information, take video surveillance, try to identify us, identify our vehicles, do all that kind of stuff for malicious purposes, okay? And I'm not saying that's what you're
That's what you do.
doing. I don't know what you're doing
They're literally, she just explained what cops do to us.
out here. You're saying that you're doing this for a blog or whatever. So we are detaining you to figure out whether or not you're doing this for malicious purposes or completely innocent purposes. And if it's for completely innocent purposes, that's totally fine. But we do have the right to identify you, okay?
No, you don't.
And if we ID you and everything's good to go, then you're fine.
And I have a right to do it because I know the law. I know my right. I'm not trying to be confrontational or anything. But unless you have reasonable suspicion that I've actually committed a crime, I'm not required
So listen to the officer
to identify myself.
So the way a detention works, right?
Oh, God. Does anyone feel pain when you hear this type of ignorance? And the way she says it so confidently. How can you just confidently say everything wrong?
She just needs to be brought up on what the real case is with detention and showing your ID and investigating. She seems to think you detain first and then you investigate, when really you should investigate first and then you can only detain when you have reasonable articulable suspicion for a crime. No big deal. She looks like a brand new cop. Hadn't been on the force long. It's just, how about educating them instead of demoralizing them?
And no one's there to correct her. They're all collectively ignorant.
Why don't you correct her politely?
It's got to be on purpose, right?
We don't have probable cause at this point. The reason we
Or reasonable suspicion.
detain people is to investigate something to see whether or not crime has been committed. So when we detain somebody, at that point, we do not know whether or not a crime has been committed.
Reasonable suspicion of a crime. Articulable. That means when your stupid ass is in court and I say, articulate what gave you suspicion that I was committing a crime. You were dressed weird and recording in public. What else? You don't have it. You don't have it.
Or not yet. Okay, it's during the detention we do our investigation to identify a person and find out why they're there doing what they're doing. And if no crime has been committed, there's no probable cause. And that
the reason they're so hardcore about the ID is because the ID is everything to them. That's why I want to get rid of this driver's license so bad. It has so much power. First of all, for them, it's like a scratch-off ticket. You buy a scratch-off, you scratch it, nothing happens, you throw it away, right? You get one, you scratch it. Oh, my God, I won $500. I've been playing so many of these. Well, the ID for a cop is a scratch-off. They get the ID, they swipe it. They're like, man, I'm going to have to let this one go. Oh, man, this guy has a warrant out of Texas. And if they can't get ID all willy-nilly like that, it really throws wrenches in their system of tyranny.
Excuse me.
So stop IDing yourself on the whims of a cop. If you know you haven't done anything wrong, only if they threaten to arrest you and you get it on camera, only under threat, duress, and coercion am I surrendering my Fourth Amendment right to you, officer. Do you understand? Take your slave card and swipe it up your crack whore. Crack whore.
a person is free to go. But during a detention, that's when we do our investigation. At that point, the person is required to identify themselves by law. No crime has been committed that I can
False.
tell at this point. You're right. That's correct. Okay. But we still have the right to detain you and to identify you.
False.
Okay.
Okay, but
false.
But what probable cause is there to suspect that I have committed a crime? I'm filming from a public
Sir,
sidewalk.
there was probable cause it would be an handcuffs arrest. That's what she's trying to explain to you.
Okay.
But we do have exactly detention just to investigate. Again, we didn't come out here on our own.
Go ahead and investigate, dummy. No one's stopping you from investigating. Running my ID like a little lottery ticket is not an investigation. That's stupid games you play instead of following the ID law so you can get more arrests and bring in more money for the jails. It's a Ponzi scheme. It's a pyramid scheme. Keep your pensions rolling, right? The more people, more money we suck into the system, 20 billion, whatever it is a year, that you guys steal from the American public, and that's just in traffic. It doesn't include all the other theft. Dude, we would be the richest. We literally could all have maids and butlers if this government, this parasite, they got money to send Israel billions, Ukraine billions, buy planes that we don't need. If we just had a military that protected our border, there would be so much tax money left over. Literally everything would be automated. We should be living the dream. This is sick. This is not a free country. This is sick that we have these imbeciles running around with guns with the ability to take life and steal everything and have people still say they're the good guys. How? How is that possible? This dumb girl doesn't know the most basics of law, and neither does her supervisor.
Contact us.
Yeah, you got to call for service. I understand.
You know, take it up on as your responsibility to educate them on the issue respectfully. And, he is being very respectful. He's not willing to necessarily educate them. I'm not talking about John. I'm talking about the First Amendment auditor in the video. But if John, you're correct, and they don't know the very basics of this law, then they can be educated. Hand them the Bill of Rights. Explain to them, the issue with detention and reasonable articulable suspicion. Have a conversation with them, not think that they are complete dogs and garbage from the get-go, because you're not going to get anywhere with that.
And if you know the law and everything, you know that part too, okay? And bottom line is, the officer's right, and we do have a job to do, officer.
No.
Pay us to do a job, and this is part of the job.
Okay.
No. Again, that's more cops playing.
Okay, so she's asking for identification of who we're talking to. She's not asking for too much.
Okay. And I'm respectfully declining.
Okay. Well, we do need an ID, sir.
Okay. Well, I'm not going to provide identification. Like I said, I've been through this before. I've been through similar situations.
Just want to start our camera too, so that way, everything's recorded. Okay.
Okay.
We'll start our camera too. Why don't you tell us the time and temperature again, fat boy?
All right. This is what's going to happen.
Okay, sir.
Okay. We're going to stand around so you take care of your business. Okay. And then whatever you need for your blog, you can film in here from here. And obviously that's part of the property over there.
Okay.
And then leave when you're ready. Okay. But we're going to stand around here.
Now they couldn't intimidate him or her. Sorry, I can't tell. They went in together, muted all their body cams, and they're like, he knows the actual law, and we could intimidate him out of the law. So now we're gonna cop-splain that we'll just hang around there and forget all the lies and all the crap and all the tax money that was just wasted on a law-abiding citizen. It's not a few bad apples, people. It's an epidemic of corruption. Corruption. They're so corrupt that they do it on camera.
To make sure that the facility is safe.
Okay, that's
because
perfectly
there are
fine.
kids in here, and that's our main concern here. Kids. Okay.
There we go with the kids again. You're worried about kids, bro. Not me. All he's doing is recording on the sidewalk. What you're supposed to do is maybe watch them, maybe talk to them, assess the situation, go inside, tell them, even though it's weird, I understand. Whoever that is has the right to do that on the public sidewalk, and I can't really do anything. Please call us if anything else happens. In the meantime, I'll hang out for a minute, make sure everything's good. Otherwise, just call us. Maybe lock your doors if you see him coming towards the building. Otherwise, he's literally just exercising his First Amendment right. That's how it should go. Now, if you'll excuse me, there's over 100,000 violent crimes, rape, and murder that haven't been solved in America. I'm going to go try to solve one of those. Okay, I'm sorry the guy's recording in public. Instead, you get 8 ignorant high school dropout morons that are armed to the teeth, that don't know the basics of law, just conspired against you to try to get you to surrender your Fourth Amendment right. I'm done, dude. This is it.
So we don't know what you're doing here, and
Please subscribe to me on Rumble. It's a whole different ball game over there. I could say what
He could say what he wants, meaning he can cuss his heart out, and they won't kick him off Rumble.
I want. I could speak like a normal person. It's a
Normal people don't speak the way you do, John. You're foul and vulgar. Normal people are not foul and vulgar, buddy.
Better. I know YouTube's awesome too, man, but not for truth tellers.
we don't feel comfortable just leaving you here. So we are going to stick around, and then when you're ready to when you're done, then you can leave.
Actually, I'm already ready.
Well, then we can get going then, okay?
Okay.
And everything will be documented. We're writing a report and everything, all the pictures and everything. So we have our own little information too.
So we have exactly what we came with. Nothing. You came with nothing. You acted like stupid morons. You embarrassed yourselves on camera. This video's probably seen millions of times through all the channels and reruns. And here you are. Here's your legacy. Do they not understand? Do they just think that this doesn't go anywhere? Do they not realize technologies move forward? The ignorance is just astounding.
Okay. All right. So whenever you're ready, you get out of here or whatever you're going to do.
So I'm no longer being detained? I'm free to go?
You're free to go.
Okay.
On January 25th, 2017, at Santa Maria Juvenile Hall, California, the police displayed a lack of understanding about citizens' rights and the law when they...
To put it lightly. So this is Mr. 5, I think. Mr. 5 hyphen ID refusal. You all done with X at John Felix? If you're talking about Twitter, X, I never was really on there. I think I have a Twitter X profile, but YouTube used to automatically post my videos over there, and then they stopped doing it. So I don't even know the last time I posted anything. I can't keep up with all of it, dude. I'd love to have a second channel and do more stuff, but if I could pay my bills this way, I would do this way more often. But I know people don't believe this, especially the haters.
It's 2 o'clock in the morning.
I have a couple jobs. Oh my God. An auditor has a job. I love when they say, get a job. First of all, having a job sucks. Having a boss sucks. Being told when you can pee and take vacation and take days off sucks. So saying get a job is low expectations like you have. Auditors make a lot of money. Billions of views a year. They pay a lot of taxes. Guarantee Lackluster and Long Island Audit pay a lot in taxes. Probably north of $50,000 a year in taxes. Like more than all you haters combined. 2 guys in our movement pay more in taxes than almost all the haters who run their mouth in the comments combined. You guys are just, the haters of us are just like this idiot cop. All they do is lie, stretch, obfuscate, deliberate indifference. They're garbage, trash human beings who've never done anything for themselves. And they think they have the authority to control people and tell them what to do in public and just be tyrants in and of themselves. So thanks everyone for watching. How long are we gone? 50 minutes? That's long enough. Hit the thumbs up if you'd be so kind. 99 cents a month to be a paid sub of this channel. Give it to me. I'm worth it. Sorry I paused so much. What else? I hope you had a good Thanksgiving. Oh, by the way, there's pictures from Audipalooza. My very last video before this. It's called Random Thanksgiving Video Buffet. Just a bunch of clips I had on my phone, put them into a video, cleared up the storage on my phone, and a lot of the selfies I took at Audipalooza are on there. Please check that video out. Much love. Everyone have a good day. Everyone that showed up, I really appreciate it. Subscribe to me on Rumble every Tuesday night. OG Patriot and I cover a video, and we don't hold back, and it's fun. I said the N-word one time. Yeah, go find that video. I could say that over there, not because I wanted to, because it was contextually proper. What you can do about it? Say something. Say something. Do it. I dare you. Everyone have a good day, man. Bye, Frank and everybody. Name and vag number audits. Good job, dude. Get out there, bro. Yeah, the video right here, guys. Go check that out. The Random Thanksgiving Video Buffet. Everyone have a good day, man. Peace, tranquility. I'll try to get on here tomorrow, too. And I really want to cover this one auditor. To me, he's top 10 auditor. Maybe even top 5. But he's really good. And the women he meets, I didn't really believe they existed outside of the internet. I didn't believe these women existed in real.
Didn't he say he was married? What's this about being moral? He was saying earlier. Now he's chasing women.
But where he's at and the part of the country he's in, these women exist. I hope that's a good teaser for next time. Everyone, have a good day.